Hey cookie creators and lovers alike, I'm Gabby. How hard could it be? I think I'm just gonna grab some popcorn and leave it to the pros. Today on the Cool Cookie Show, we're making some circus-inspired cookies. For my cotton candy, I'm going to start by flooding the pink fluffiness. For my soft piping consistency icing, I'm using a No. 1 Ateco tip. And for my 15-second consistency flooding icing, I'm using a No. 2 Wilton tip. Before our flooding has a chance to dry, we're going to use some pink sanding sugar to give it its sparkle. We'll let our cotton candy dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add the stick. We'll let this dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we finish it up. This sweet cloud of sugar is all done. For my Circus Tent, I'm going to start by spreading some stiff piping consistency icing in my door frame. With some very soft blue piping consistency icing and a No. 1 Ateco tip, I'm going to add some blue elements to this tent. I'll let this flooding dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add some more detail. We'll let the red in our roof dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in with some more flooding. We'll let the full roof set for 20 minutes to an hour before we add the bottom part of the tent. We'll let the red stripes dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add the final flooding of the tent. We'll let all the sledding dry for 6 to 12 hours before we add the details to the tent. This cookie's all done and ready for the show to begin. For the Ringmaster's hat, we're going to start by flooding the red band. We'll let this flooding dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and add the black. We'll let this flooding dry for 20 minutes to an hour before we go in and flood the top of the hat. We'll let all this flooding dry for 6 to 12 hours before we add some final detail. Now, using some red sanding sugar, let's give this hat some sparkle. This hat's all done and ready to lead the show. Have you ever been to a circus? What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, Click subscribe as well as the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a new video. In the meantime, here are some other videos you may enjoy. Thanks so much for watching the Cool Cookie Show. Till next time, stay sweet.